Greetings from California.
And greetings from New York. I cannot wait to come to California. I'll be there next week. I'll be there for DragCon. I'll be there from Wednesday to Monday.
All right, I'll have to see if I can shimmy on down to Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's just a 45-minute flight for you.
I'll take a train.
I
Well, I want to see that damn Pacific Coast. Everybody keeps talking about it.
just can't wait for just some sun. I mean, it's nice in New York, but I love me some Cali weather.
I like the weather here too. It's very Groundhog's Day.
Oh, and before we start the show, so I just got to give a shout out to Candy Burris and the Candy Coated team, even Donna Wana. So I appreciate this little gift box that I got from them. It was sweet. I appreciate the recognition. Just saying. Just wanted to give them a little shout out. Got me a little bottle.
Tell me how the treats are.
The treats? Oh, yeah. I mean, I wish you were here because I would totally just give this to you. It's champagne-infused white chocolate.
Oh, that could be good. I could see that being good.
What is this? Some coconut wax perfume. Oh, it's a candle. Okay. Definitely would give this to you too. Some dark chocolate sea salts.
You don't like dark chocolate sea salt?
I don't like chocolate.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Wow.
Right. I don't eat chocolate or ice cream. I know I'm a weirdo. I'm sorry. I got some bourbon gummy bears. And I mean, champagne, of course. I love this. So, yeah. Thanks, Candy and the gang.
You don't like chocolate cake?
No, not at all.
Well, it's been a real pleasure doing business with you. And this is our last episode, folks, because aliens are taking over people's bodies. Everybody likes chocolate cake. I don't know what's going on. I thought you didn't like Wow. I mean, I knew you didn't like chocolate. I remembered you saying that, but I was just thinking it was like chocolate, not chocolate anything.
Yeah, like I'm not really a dessert person at all. Like the only desserts I would eat is like birthday cake,
king cake,
donuts, well, king cake too, and donuts, and that's it. Cupcakes.
Is the donut plant on 23rd still open?
Is that the one in Chelsea?
Yeah.
I know there's one in Chelsea that's like on 7th Avenue and it's right next to that Cuban restaurant.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they have that.
Okay. They're good. I get their creme brulee donuts.
Look, there's a Krispy Kreme like on 50th Street.
Oh, God.
Look.
I don't know why. That's like bringing up Janet. I don't know why that is your Janet, Krispy Kreme right there. Oh, I know what I'm getting someone for their birthday.
I'll take the gift card, then Krispy Kreme.
No, I was going to get you a gift card to Krispy Kreme.
No. Give me a gift card somewhere else.
Okay.
I'll take cash. Look, a hot Krispy Kreme donut, like fresh off the conveyor belt, sex. That is sex in my mouth. Anyway, let's get on with this episode. So earlier this week, we had the Met Gala. I mean, I saw like your review, or you did some of the reviews, right?
Yeah, I rated the looks I felt were relevant. Terrible and relevant.
Well, let me see. My best dress, I would say, is Blake Lively. Like she had a little drag race moment where there was like a reveal.
I liked her look, but she just kept saying patina all night. Like she had just learned the word. And it was very TI of her. And I couldn't. Every interview. And it patinas. But girl, we get it. The shit's pink and green. Move on.
Who else did I like? I love Sarah Jessica Parker's look. Oh, man. You disagree?
Hold on. If you like that, then I think you'll like my bedsheet couture too. I'm saying it was quilt. She was giving high kicking quilt. That's it. It was quilt. It was nothing else. It was very metamorphosis.
I mean, she's just an icon. That's why I love her so much.
The dress was an eyesore.
Fine. I thought Lizzo looked great. She looked like royalty. This is what she looked like.
Lizzo looked good. I wish they had done the pattern on the dress rather than again giving a little bit of quilty tee, but it was a great look.
Oh, I forgot to say Cardi B. I love what she was wearing too.
Cardi B was good. Meg the Stallion was good.
She was okay for me.
Ooh, Jodie Turner Smith, I think was the best. The skin, the dress, the shimmer, I loved all of it.
I think my worst dress, or just some dresses I did not like. I mean, of course, Miss Nicki Minaj. I just wasn't feeling that. Like the cap looked weird. And then she had to keep doing this all night. So the dress clearly did not fit her. All these dots. I don't know. They said it was jewelry, but it looked like sand, like black sand.
Looked like chicken pox to me.
Very bubonic plague tea.
Mm-hmm. Yersinia pestis.
I will say this wasn't a terrible look, but I think a lot of people made a big deal out of Kim Kardashian's Marilyn Monroe dress. Like I just thought it was so overrated. There was nothing really special about it. It didn't go with the theme at all. It was just like, oh, I want to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress for bragging rights.
I wouldn't want to wear that dress. Didn't do her much good.
And the color just washed her out, especially when she's blonde. Like Kim Kardashian does not look good as a blonde, but she keeps trying to go blonde.
I don't understand it. I wasn't impressed with her look. I liked Chloe's dress. I don't know why she picked her most mannish face, but the dress was good.
She looked okay.
Just her chin looks like the bottom of a heel, just a foot. I just want to offer that face a shoehorn or a sock.
Oh, but speaking of the Kardashians, they have something to celebrate because Blac Chyna lost her lawsuit. That was quick, wasn't it?
I am sad because this was an opportunity for America to hand the Kardashians their asses, but yet and still, we missed the mark.
She didn't play the game right.
I mean, well, she's still a weekend mom to a baby Kardashian, but she's a weekend mom, but she gets child support for the weekdays. She still has a bag baby.
A bag baby.
That she ain't even got to babysit.
Bag baby.
Hey, my rent.
How you get them checks like that?
I'll grab your daddy's neck. He won't see it coming. Cause that fool is dumbass. Dumbass as hell. Oh, is it true?
But this is what the story says. Blac Chyna versus the Kardashian-Jenner trial is officially a wrap. And despite Chyna's goal to show her children King and Dream what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, the jury didn't rule on her side. Blac Chyna lost her $100 million lawsuit. The Kardashian-Jenner family swept Chyna after the jury unanimously voted in their favor after hours of deliberation.
Unanimously, Chris paid those people. Kris Jenner paid unanimous. She paid those people.
Blac Chyna was not awarded any damages. I think the Jussie trial was longer than this.
Well, it had more lives.
So with Blac Chyna's case, she plans on filing for appeal. With what money, I don't know. So Blac Chyna's mother, Tokyo Toni, allegedly launched a GoFundMe campaign to help raise $400K to help cover costs to appeal the recent verdict in court.
Now, you know Tokyo gonna use that money for crack.
Oh, you know it.
That is Tokyo's fun because, you know, Black will cut her off every so often.
I think so far it's got $690 as of Wednesday morning.
I could use that $690.
Right? I could use that for BravoCon. I low-key want to do a little GoFundMe for a new laptop, but you know,
do it.
I'm too proud.
Y'all, you know, we both gonna do one. Shit.
But anyway, that GoFundMe, like, that's gonna go straight into her veins with the heroin. That's what I think. Oh, I want to know who donated to that.
People who enjoy a shit show.
I agree. Speaking of shit shows, I can't wait for Jocelyn's cabaret because I think the reunion is coming soon.
What, everybody healed that quickly?
Like, it looks like they're going to air it though.
Wait, didn't we already see them get stomped out? I thought this
No.
aired, or that was just when it was filming.
No, we just heard about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I will be watching. I want to see this beat down myself.
Right, because I heard Jocelyn got her ass whooped too.
Is the Bad Boys Club still on?
It is still on. They're on episode 7 right now. I still have to review that.
I could catch up with them.
They added someone new in the house. I forgot his name, but it doesn't matter, of course. But
I was going to say.
I can't wait for that shit to end. that was a mistake picking up that show. It really was. But you can catch it on my Patreon, y'all, if y'all want to see that shit.
We all know that health and wellness are built upon the foundation of sleep. I'm thrilled to tell you about our latest sponsor, Ghostbed. We love their products, and I can't wait to tell you more about the best beds in the game. Ghostbed is made by Nature's Sleep, a leader in the mattress space for over 20 years. Each product, from mattresses, pillows, and sheets, are designed with cooling features. So if you sleep warm, which most of us do, your bed stays cool, calm, and refreshing. Shipping is fast and free. You can try out your mattress for 101 nights, and you can even get an industry-leading warranty for up to 25 years.
Now, I just got my ghost pillow from Ghostbed, and sleeping on this, it's like I'm putting my head on a cloud. So comfortable. I have a great night's sleep. This is quality and comfort at affordable prices. It's backed by a 20 to 25-year warranty, 2 times the industry standard. It's free shipping and most orders ship within 24 hours. It's 0 down and 0% APR financing. Their current promotion right now is a flash sale, 40% off mattresses and adjustable base bundles, or 30% off a mattress and 2 free pillows. To find your perfect mattress, check out ghostbed.com/roast. Right now, Ghostbed is offering our listeners 40% off Ghostbed bundles, where you can get a mattress as well as an adjustable base, or 30% off site-wide. That is 30% off all mattresses plus 2 luxury pillows using our promo code ROAST at ghostbed.com/roast. Hurry and take advantage of these savings. That's ghostbed.com/roast. And make sure you use promo code ROAST.
Well, it happened. What we were all hoping wouldn't happen. Right when we thought it was safe to move on, we had an idiot, a copycat, a point prover, a simpleton sashayed on Dave Chappelle's stage during his Netflix special, holding a gun that shoots knives, and tackled him. Thank goodness he was properly handled by Jamie Foxx and Bust That Ass Rhymes. Because you know Buster has been known to go into a roid rage. It actually happened at the Steel Gym in Chelsea. He knocked a few heads in. So I don't know why he thought it was the time or the place. But child, they got him together. They put him in the ambulance. His arm was all the way like this. I mean, it was out of socket. It was disjointed. It was disjointed as Sarah Jessica Parker's Met Gala look. It was truly an issue. And Dave got his licks in too, because I said, if somebody rushed Dave, he's whooping that ass. He and his friends whoop that ass. You heard it here first. I wish Will had done that to Dave. I wish that Will had been carted out with the... That's what you get when you run up. You get done up.
Yes. So you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Now, just a little correction on your report. It wasn't a gun that shoots knives. Like that's a funny thought though, a gun that shoots knives, but it was a fake gun that had a switchblade on it or something like that. So there's video evidence of him bum rushing the stage, and he tackled Dave Chappelle on stage. That's when the person's camera went off. You're not supposed to even have phones in the theater. So it was just by luck that someone caught that on camera. Like I said, with that Will Smith thing, y'all can go back to the episode I said it on. I was like,
What's
sorry.
Carly Red doing at your house?
I was like, what? It's a gnat. Either that's Carly Red or Teddy. I said on the last video that where does it stop? You know, with Will Smith just slapping somebody on stage, like someone's gonna try to do that, you know? Everybody's talking about this talk shit get hit, and it's a slippery slope, like I said. And look what happened. Look what happened. Thankfully, he had security.
Also, what happens if a guest gets hurt? Like, it's all ha-ha because the only person that got hurt was the person that deserves it. What happens if somebody innocent in the audience get hurt? What happens if an actual comedian gets hurt? Now, everything's got to have beefed up security because you never know when some simpleton will want to do a 50-yard dash.
Right. This person, this idiot, this buffoon, y'all don't have Will Smith's privilege to do what he did. Now, if you're just like a regular person like you and me and try to come on stage and like hit or slap or tackle a comedian, you're gonna get your ass done with. And I'm glad they mollywopped his ass. They stomped his ass out. He deserved it. He got fucked up. He looked like Mojo Jojo after the Powerpuff Girls done him in.
And he's going to prison. He is going to prison for attempted assault with a deadly weapon. They're going to throw the book at you, and it's going to hit you. You're going to lose an eye like that kid from that kid with Brandy. That's how hard the book going to hit you. You're going to lose an eye in prison.
You are not talking about the guy from Immature.
Yep. That's how hard the book's going to hit you. That judge is going to put you under the jail.
Him being taken to the ambulance on that gurney, like it looked like they took his arm off and just put it like
they beat him with
other
it.
Arm was supposed to be. His legs were probably like he looked like a rag doll, like someone with a voodoo doll was just having fun with him.
I think they took his arm, dislocated, and beat him with it.
And he deserved it. I'm just like, I don't care what Dave Chapelle said. I don't care what he said. You don't tackle somebody on stage. You just don't. We can protest. We can disagree. Hell, you can heckle. But why would you like think to try to physically assault somebody? It's so stupid.
Also crazy. Like every celebrity was there. Chris Rock was there. Madonna was there.
Rihanna was there.
She's backstage at the Met Gala, but I saw that statue of her, and that statue looked so good. I see why she didn't show up. She's like, "Hey, my statue got it. That's a good statue."
The statue looked better than majority of the guests there.
Sure did. Had more poise.
I love that Chris Rock had a sense of humor. He went on stage and said, "Was that Will Smith?" So glad he can at least like laugh about it now. Better than, harping on it.
Oh, he's cooking up a special. He is cooking up a special. He's going to get paid for this. He's going to have money to go into space after this.
I'm sorry. Like, if I was him, I would have sued the fuck out of Will Smith. You're not going to embarrass me into like, the future and after I die, like without me getting at least some of your fortune.
I would sue for $1 billion.
Why do I keep trying to drink water when you're talking? I should never do that. I would definitely sue Will Smith for $100 million. I'm sorry. Like, it would be for more so punitive damage, because people are going to see that slap into perpetuity. That's going to be a part of my legacy. And that's pain and suffering for my children, their children's children, generations. So yeah, pay up.
Really? It's like, oh, your dad got slapped. I'd have to say, yeah, but he got paid too.
Exactly. I don't know. We'll see. Have you been watching Red Table Talk? I haven't.
I didn't know it was on.
Yeah, they're in a new season now.
Oh, hadn't heard.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it the last episode.
I saw the promo was on, but I figured it would start in like June or something, or maybe like the middle of the month. I didn't know the new episodes had already started. I guess they haven't had on anyone interesting because the blogs haven't been talking about it. I think all we want to hear from her is about the slap. So until then, these interviews will fall on deaf ears. Don't nobody care about Kim Basinger or Ireland Baldwin.
Right.
Kim, you made some good movies. You won the Oscar for LA Confidential. You wore the hell out of that green dress, and then you were done. You were done. You're like Rebecca De Mornay. We just don't remember you anymore, but you were something in the 90s.
Damn.
It is what it is. You know, you're low-level Sharon Stones. I'm sorry. Now, you see Sharon Stone, that's a white woman that could achieve. The rest of them, mediocrity eventually took over, like Andie MacDowell. Andie MacDowell is a lesser Julia Louis-Dreyfus. You see who succeeded, you see who didn't.
You are so right. That's the chick from that Comedy Central show.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
No, the one you said.
Oh, Andie MacDowell? Yeah, probably.
She has that weird face like this. Is that it? Okay, I know it was something, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. I did that.
And speaking of Will and Jada, Tisha Campbell drops her married name now that her divorce to Dwayne is final.
How long have they been separated? They've been divorced.
How long have him and Will been together? Because remember, Dwayne had time to break up Lisa Ray's marriage. So that was when he was married to Tisha. So when were they ever really together? Because he had time to be hanging out with the prime minister of Turks and Caicos to the point where Lisa said Dwayne messed up her marriage. And that was when all of us was still on.
Well, good for Tisha Campbell. And good for Dwayne Martin, because I'm sure they can, live their life on their terms.
Yes. That's a great way to put it.
I don't think Will and Dwayne Martin are messing around anymore. Like, the block is hot now. People are on to them.
Do you think they care? They've been living out loud for a minute. I'm sorry, they've got $1 million loans that are public knowledge. In the words of Olivia Pope, they need to stand in the sun. Oh, God. Why is celebrity boxing becoming a thing? I blame Jake Paul for this. Sabrina Parr, Lamar Odom's ex, is going to fight Black China, Rob Kardashian's ex. Now, we know Lamar is Khloe's ex. It's just like this cesspool of Kardashian where it's like, it's 2 degrees of schizo away from each other.
I mean, these two women need the check, and I mean, they'll beat the hell out of each other for it, I guess.
Oh, you know they play fight.
You think?
Yeah. I think that Blac Chyna's too filled with fillers to effectively throw a punch.
You saw she used to whip Rob's ass, though?
That's true. That is true.
I'm surprised she's not gonna do celebrity wrestling and incorporate iPhone chargers and chairs.
Ah.
Oh man, I'm wondering what her lawyer fees look like.
I wonder that too, because they ain't gonna see a penny. She probably pays with Nature's credit card. Oh, God.
We just gonna end on that, okay?
I mean, is there anything else?
Nature's credit card. That is, the shade. Oh my God.
Please. That sucker got a high limit with them legal fees.
Nature's credit card. That is, I'm gonna use that. I'm stealing that.
You know that's from the Golden Girls.
I did not know that. You know I don't watch the Golden Girls, so
this is why you need to watch the Golden Girls. But Romeo Miller has been receiving hate mail from female fans after becoming a father. Now, one, why are you gonna hate on a happy, healthy baby? And two, none of you wanted to be with Romeo Miller. He is boring. Boring as all hell. You know that sex is boring. And he gives me, I don't eat pussy teas.
Well, his daddy rich.
There's a whole bunch of rich men out there that will eat pussy. I'm sorry, you can do better. And also, dad rich doesn't mean you're rich. It means you got to sit around and watch him piss away your money. And then he might decide to do something stupid like put it in a trust. And don't he have 8 other siblings?
Maybe. But you know, when these well-desired male celebrities, when they get children or like wives, their mystique or their attraction kind of depreciates. Like when Chris Brown and Usher started having kids, especially Usher, when he got with Tamika, I know a lot of girls in the back of their head, they were like, he chose her?
I mean, everybody was like, why you get with your mama?
She did look like somebody mama on
She
TV.
looked like his mama. She looked like his mama picking him up from school early and he was going to get some McDonald's.
Well, it's widely known that Usher has an Oedipus complex. So
Yes. Also a runt syndrome.
I'm surprised Trey Songz doesn't have a baby.
He does. He
Oh,
had
he
one like
does.
last year.
Wow, you know, shit. Because I was about to say, well, you can't get pregnant in the anus, and that's probably why.
Ah,
But hey, I totally forgot about that. He does. There have been so many RAPE charges that I be forgetting.
I mean, it's Michael B. Jordan who doesn't have children.
Ugh. I mean, his children can go on my face. We're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out. So, what did we think about the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiere?
I am here for it. I think it'll be nice to see Kenya pick on Marlo for a change because Marlo will come back for her gut. Sheree is already starting to fall down the stairs of life. That basement is nice, though. I have to say, I want to know who she conned out of that furniture.
Her house is very nice. I'll give that to her.
I wonder what the air quality is now because, you know, you never really can get rid of mold.
I thought the premiere was very light. It was fun. It reminded me of earlier seasons where no one was fist fighting or refusing to film with somebody or ran off crying. Like Kenya was actually laughing when Marlo stormed off and was reading each of them down the line. And I actually liked Kenya in this episode. She was the MVP of the confessionals.
Kenya is now in her Nini.
I liked her a lot this episode, and she looked stunning at that ball. She looked better than Marlo.
She did. I said that dress made her look like she could keep a man. I was shocked.
She did that on purpose. She wanted to outshine Marlo at her own event. She need to take her foot off of Marlo's neck. She don't deserve that.
No, that'll keep things interesting. And that way Kenya still has to be Kenya, and Kenya likes to go at people.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why is Drew on this show?
The fakeness of Drew and Ralph's marriage? Is
well,
that the elephant?
Kinda. It's just, how did Drew secure a second season?
The virus.
She just lies a lot. I don't believe a lot of things she says. The storyline with her and her husband, she should be on Love and Marriage Atlanta or like a Love and Marriage show.
Yes. Yes. She comes off as fraudulent, inauthentic, and poor.
And her reads are dry, like real dry.
Like her wigs. Everything's dry.
And I want to like her. Like, she's a nice girl. I'm sure she's still a working actress in some regard.
Like Marlo said, when was your last gig? She ain't done nothing since TLC.
Did you hear on, I think it was Carlos King's podcast, that Sheree, when she came to meet the girls, like that day, that was when her contract was signed.
Because they were desperate.
Oh, you remember when they were first starting to film and they were having problems?
Yes.
So I think that was it. Like, they were like desperate for people.
And so they went on and called No Plot Line Sheree, Make It Up Sheree, No Clothing Line Sheree, Brandless Sheree.
I do like the new girl. I think she had a good first episode. I like her family, cute kid. She looks a lot like that chick from the morning show, who's the executive producer. The chick from And Just Like That, the Black woman who was with the husband that she was on Plotline. Okay. I think her name is Karen Pittman.
Okay, I could see that.
But yeah, I liked her, and I'm excited for the season. The ratings came out for it, and it was the lowest debut in the show's history. It was 933,000. I will say that people don't watch TV all at the same time like they used to. I'm gonna give them a break on that. And I think word of mouth that, the episode was really good, it'll bring more viewers in for this coming week. I hope so, because they need to do over 1 million. They have to.
For Atlanta, like, I think Beverly Hills might be beating you.
Jersey. Jersey, like they got 1.12 for the reunion. That reunion was off the chain. The first part, did you see it?
And I did. And this season's been shitty.
Right.
1.2. Wow. People are over Housewives. I'm sure Nene's clicking her heels together. Inflation isn't doing any of us any favors right now, especially if you have a small business. It's getting more difficult to stay profitable. Mailing and shipping is a great place to start when you're looking to cut costs. Using stamps.com for shipping and mailing can give you access to exclusive discounts and amazing rates from USPS and UPS. It's a great way to keep more money in your business. Stamps.com saves you money, time, and stress. For over 20 years, it's been indispensable for over 1 million businesses, giving access to all post office and UPS shipping services right from your home. Getting discounts you can't find anywhere else, up to 30% off USPS and 86% off UPS. No matter what business you're in, Stamps.com can help you save. I know I've used Stamps.com moving out here, and it made things incredibly easy. Needed to send old keys in? Done. Needed to pick up for my new lease? Done. Didn't have to stop an episode of Real Housewives to deal with my shipping needs.
And with Stamps.com, you'll be up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it. So start mailing and shipping with Stamps.com and keep more money in your pocket every day. Sign up with promo code ROAST for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code ROAST. Ooh, let's talk about this Potomac tea. Penelope Thomas Bailey will be making her grand debut on the Real Housewives of Potomac, allegedly. So word on the street is him and Gizelle are dating. And I'm like, well, I can see it because that's her type.
You mean a loser?
I wouldn't put it past her to use a man for a plot line. And I wouldn't put it past Peter Thomas to get back on Bravo any way he can.
They really could use each other. Peter loves a pretty woman. Gizelle loves a disaster. They work.
Yeah, it's all alleged. A lot of people are saying it's not true, but they were at his bar. I think it's in the Virginia, DC area, whatever.
I thought they were at Bar One Miami.
Is there a Bar One in Miami?
Nene was supposedly there.
Well, the cash trip was in Miami. Like they just dropped some footage. The spoilers for Real Housewives now, like it is everywhere. Like it's crazy these days.
I heard that Candace supposedly threw a glass at Mia.
No, so the video literally just came out an hour ago. So it was actually between Wendy and Mia. Candace wasn't even there yet. And they got it on footage.
All right, Candace, you know what? She's like, why am I in it? You in it because you always doing something. So for once, right. It wasn't you.
Candace codenamed the common denominator, okay? So for once, she wasn't involved.
And only because she wasn't there.
I can't wait for this season. I'm sure it's going to debut in the fall because Bravo is feeding us right now on these Bravo shows. Let's see what else about Potomac. Potomac is going to be must-see, I think.
This is when they're really hitting their stride.
I'm here for it, even if it is another season of Rob. I always want to call her Rob Dixon now. Her name is Robin.
That's what Juan calls her. Juan calls her Rob. Well, I've heard him on television. He called her Rob.
Do you like Robin's new hair?
I don't like Robin. So I don't really care what's attached to her head or not. No, I'm kidding. I haven't seen it yet. I like Rob. I actually feel like I would get along with her in real life if I could dress her up like a girl just once.
She has you blocked on all social platforms, I'm sure.
I don't think she cares.
I just don't think you'll be getting a gift box from Rob and her hats and stuff.
I don't want one. I'm not going to get a gift box from Donawana. And I wouldn't really want anything from them because I would think it would be poison.
That is a good point. I gotta watch this too then. Shit.
No, because you don't say mean things.
Well, I talk about Donawana every episode.
Yeah, but you don't go in like I go in. I mean, I tear him apart by his character, which isn't worth much.
Okay, because I was definitely talking about his naked chicken chest on that photo shoot.
Oh, Lord. Looking like the first baby bird of spring.
Oh my God. He does look like a fresh bird hatching out of an egg. That is exactly what his chest looks like. Oh my God. But moving on in Bravo news, we got the trailer for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Part 2, the Ex-Wives Club. I'm sold. I saw that trailer. I am sold.
Phaedra's there, everybody. Everybody who was begging for Phaedra, she's back. I just hope them heifers hit their social security cards. I bet you in a year's time, you heard it here first, in 1 year's time, Bluestone Manor will be robbed.
I think this is her chance to address what happened in season 9. We haven't heard from her since. It's gonna come up. It definitely is. This is her chance. Like if she plays this right, she'll be back on Bravo. Mark my words.
I mean, I think they're gonna spin Candy off, so I could see them bringing her back.
I would even say that this will probably be Candy's last season on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's about time. It's time for her to go. We didn't heard your story. We didn't watch you open your restaurants. We didn't watch you for a decade now. Enough of you. Let's keep you on Candy and the Gang. Go over there. Enough of you. Bring somebody new in.
So the drama on this trailer is like, I want to say 2 or 3 times more than the first Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
That's because these heifers are scrapping for a spot.
They are. Like, I know Tamara's trying to get back. Vicky, I'm sure. Definitely Brandy.
I mean, these are some hatchety face, haggard crones.
Would you consider Brandy Glanville a liar?
I would consider her a piece of human shit. I would consider her a racist, an ableist, and a bad lay. I mean, a lizard woman stole your husband. And you couldn't even stay on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Nor could you find another rich man as a white woman in California. You're pathetic, you're lazy, and you're unintelligent.
Well, I was just going to say, speaking of the lizard, I saw Coyote Ugly for the first time. It just came on randomly. And I was like, oh, look at LeAnn Rimes. And that's where that song came from. Can't Fight the Moonlight. I used to love that song.
Yep, it was about fucking Brandy's husband.
Like the movie is so cheesy. I saw Tyra Banks on there too. It's just such a cheesy ass movie, but it's like an iconic movie now, isn't it?
I would say cult classic. I don't know, like it had a moment where everybody was like, yes, let's dance on a bar.
Okay, yeah, I would say cult classic than like an iconic film. Okay.
It was definitely a moment in time. I mean, everybody was wearing that, cowboy crap. Look at Destiny's Child. They wore a neckerchief every way possible, as a bra top, as a dress, as a hat. I mean, they turned them into suits. It was the moment.
Well, Miss Tina, we have her to thank for that. I'm just glad she retired from making clothing. Let's just say that.
So is fabric.
But back to Girls Trip. The 2 cast members I'm most excited for is Phaedra as well as Dorinda. Because I know Dorinda is about to pop off as somebody. And it looked like she went after Jill. I did not foresee that because they been knew each other.
I feel like that's who she would have beef with because you've got history.
Yeah, but there should be some type of camaraderie if it's somebody that was on the same franchise as you.
Were they on at the same time?
No, but if you go back and look from, I think it was season 2 or 3, you'll see Dorinda in the background of the party that they were all at. So she been
Okay.
knew the ladies. Who are you looking forward to seeing? Like who are the housewives that you were excited to see on this show?
Dorinda. Jill, actually, because I've never seen a season with her on, so I'd like to get to know Jill. Eva, because she seems to be really zen, and I just like to check up on her. And that's it. I'm scared to see Vicky Gunvalson because I feel like if you look into her eyes, she'll turn to stone.
I was wanting to see if you want to do a little critique of the looks of the ladies on this show. It looks like they have a real like fall theme, which I'm kind of surprised by. They all look good though. Well, most of them.
I'll start from left to right. The two white heifers, Crone Gunvalson, and who is that, Tamra?
No, the first one is Brandy.
Oh, okay. The dress is too short. I'll never say anything nice about Crone Gunvalson. Is that Jill sitting down?
Yes.
That outfit's too wintry. Phaedra, well, you're Phaedra, but I will say you look nice. Dorinda looks cute. Who's this other white heifer?
That's Tamara.
The dress is okay, but the belt and the shoes are completely wrong. Eva looks good. And who's that, Taylor? Taylor, you look like you're going to your husband's memorial.
But yeah, Brandy, I don't really like what she's wearing. It's kind of confusing what she's wearing, especially with those shoes. Vicky, those black boots, those chunky heels. No, I kind of, you're right. What Jill is wearing is very like Winter Wonderland. Phaedra, I mean, this new blonde hair is very interesting. She looks nice though. I like the leopard print dress. Dorinda looks good. She's posing like a witch though on a photo shoot. Tamara, basic. Eva looks stunning. Those boots are just so bad. And that trench coat dress. Like Eva's gonna nail a photo shoot. We can call her boring. We can call her a liar, but she will nail a photo shoot.
Absolutely. Like she'll get a car with an EIN number.
And Taylor just looks like a depressed housewife.
Starting May 16th, VH1 Monday nights are leveling up with 2 back-to-back season premieres. First, we're kicking off the night with a game-changing season of VH1's Basketball Wives at 8. This time, MVPs Angel Brinks, Brandy, Brooke, British, Duffy, Jennifer, Jackie, and Malaysia are reuniting for the first time, and you're going to want to see if they can keep that past in the past or whether old scores will resurface.
And after Basketball Wives, VH1's hit series Couples Retreat is back at 9. Escape on this love-altering trip with new additions Ronnie DeVoe, NBA superstar Nick Young, TV personality Claudia Jordan, comedian Michael Blackson, rapper Styles P, and comedian Jess Hilarious. These celebrities and their partners must face the reality of their relationships, but will their love make it, or will this retreat break it? It's 2 big premieres on one VH1 leveled up night.
Don't miss a new season of Basketball Wives starting Monday, May 16th at 8, 7 Central, followed by Couples Retreat at 9, 8 Central, all part of VH1's Level Up Mondays.
So I really wish you were watching The Real World Homecoming New Orleans, because for the people that do watch, Julie has been out of pocket. And I will be reading the fuck out of her on episode 3 because y'all saw what she did to Tokyo. I know you don't know anything what I'm talking about right now, but what she did to Tokyo was crazy. So y'all look forward to that. For all y'all who watch Real World, I will be reviewing it. It's just, when I watched it last night, I was so worried because I was like, YouTube is going to demonetize my video for the words I have for this toxic, dog-smelling, see you next Tuesday. But anyway.
What did you do?
So they were at this gay club in New Orleans. She got shit-faced drunk. Like, she was being that annoying, straight white girl you see in the gay club, being drunk and belligerent, like bothering the drag queens and stuff. So David, or Tokyo, he was trying to get her out, and they were all trying to leave anyway. She refused to leave. She was doing this to him. David is a black guy. So he was trying to give her water. She like, I think, smacked it out his hand. So at this point, he literally picked her up forcefully and carried her through the club out. So then she was just like, stop, let go of me. She fell to the ground because she didn't want to leave. She went back in, but the bouncers was like, no, you gotta leave. So they put her in the SUV. She's fucked up. She falls face first out the car on the cement. And then she ran into a tree because she still didn't want to be held. David took care of this girl. Like they were in the same room, pulled her hair back as she vomited in the bucket. Why did the cameraman zoom in on that? I was so angry. I have so much to say on this fucking episode. So then the next day, she pretends like none of that happened. And she looks in the mirror. Oh my God, did you see this fucking bruise that I have? This was because of David, the black guy that helped her all night. He slept on the end of her bed, like on the floor, to make sure she was okay for the rest of the evening. And she was just like, oh yeah, well, I love him to death, but you shouldn't be touching me. And she went to that whole white woman Karen narrative. And yeah, it gets wild after that. I wish you watched it because it is really good. Like there are 3 for 3 on these episodes. So good.
I might have to peep at it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like nostalgia too. They play like 2000s music instead of like current music, like the old Real World show.
Like they did on Daria.
What's on Media Takeout? We haven't seen that in a minute.
Lies.
I mean, did you see that story about Ray J saying he like Kim Kardashian was lying over the sex tapes?
I'm not surprised. There's nothing that goes on that Kris Jenner didn't orchestrate. I think Kris Jenner was the one holding the camera.
I actually believe Ray J on this. Like I could totally see that Kris Jenner, Kim, and him were all in on selling that sex tape because they saw what it did for Paris Hilton.
Exactly. And it was going to be out there regardless. So you may as well get your coin.
I can only imagine how much Kim Kardashian envied Paris Hilton. Like she wanted that type of thing. And she got it.
And more, because now ain't nobody talking about Paris. Paris, you know, she had her little Netflix special. She got her little book. Like she's fine. I'd be happy to be that kind of fine.
Oh, remember when Don Lemon was accused of that sexual assault?
Yep, and them witnesses turned on him in court and told the truth. Now all of a sudden he wants to recant. Oh, I don't remember what actually happened. But you remembered clearly when you was trying to run them pockets.
That's a song, Run Them Pockets.
Yep.
You gotta run them pockets. The accuser said, after a lot of inner reflection and a deep dive into my memory, I have come to realize that my recollection of the events that occurred on the night in question when I first met Don Lemon were not what I thought they were when I filed this lawsuit. Nigga, what? What? I have come to realize after a reflection and a deep dive into my memory?
A deep dive into the truth. You lost lawyer money. Them lawyers ain't getting paid. Them lawyers thought they was about to dance on Don's dime. Nope.
That's kind of scary. Like, you know, just think if we get famous and someone just trying to like just say what they want. You got to sign NDAs and stuff before you even make out with somebody.
Yep.
If I bring somebody home and be like, okay, well, here's the NDA saying that this is consensual sex. I want you to sign it, and then we're gonna film it too. We're not film the sex. Not film the sex. But film him saying, you know, I am doing consent. Because you will not catch me out there. You will not catch me. Shit.
Could you photocopy your driver's license for me, please? Thank you.
Right. It's protocol. Shoot. Because a lot of these celebrities have been complaining about being famous these days. Like Cardi B, she was just like, oh, I fucking hate being famous because at the Met Gala, I think Billie Eilish, they caught her saying something about Cardi being weird. And it turned out she wasn't even talking about Cardi. And then SZA, I think they were calling her out on a lie on social media because SZA lies a lot. She said, I'm not going to go out ever again. And like, here she is at the Met Gala. And I think it was like, she was trending because everybody was saying how much she lies. So she was just saying like, I hate you motherfuckers. She went off on Twitter.
I have learned if you make your money on social media, stay the fuck off of social media. when you're not at work. Like, I would be like, if I was at that level, the last place I would be is Twitter. That's the last place I would be. It would suck, but you have to give up Twitter and Instagram. And I would say, even at that point, maybe a lot of blogs, or you just have to be like, okay, it is their job to write about me, because if they don't, then I'm not relevant. So good. Keep my name in their mouths. Like, I would just be looking at the bank. Like, I would be like, I don't need Twitter. I can go to the bank. I can go to my account and just look at it. Just keep growing. Just like, now that's a tweet I'm interested in.
This might be a controversial opinion, but celebrities complaining about being famous, I'm just like, it's because
you never knew. One, I feel like our generation grew up when fame was something different. Like, social media has really only been around like this aggressively for barely a decade. So a lot of us thought like, oh yeah, there'll be some trash talk, but we didn't know how much it would affect our lives. Also, people, when they suddenly become famous, they don't realize, oh yeah, you read enough stuff about you, it will start to affect you. So you have to be like, okay, I'm not even going to read it. I can read my comments and somebody can really say some shit. Child, I like it and move on. I am not in that. I am not of that. And unless you were there, then you're going to complain about being famous. And also, it's people are weird around you. It's not always you. It's other people will be mad weird around you.
yeah, and I'm just talking specifically about the celebrities that are like mega rich, like Cardi B. When she said, "Oh man, I just wish sometimes that it was 2015 again." I'm just like, no, you don't. The access that you have now, the money that you have now, like you can take care of your family and at this point, your kids' kids. Like, you don't want to go back to when you're struggling, trying to like make ends meet, like trying to pay
Well,
your rent.
she wasn't trying to make ends meet in 2015. I think she meant like, you know what? It was cute when I was hood famous and I didn't have to have all this security. I didn't have to deal with that I could still have some of my regular friends. I could still go to the grocery store, go to the bodega, and it not be an issue. It can be isolated.
Yeah, that's true. If I was ever famous, I would just roll with the punches because I just would never take where I am for granted, and just say, oh, I just want to throw it all away. Because in actuality, I don't want to. I mean, it sucks to be because we're going to talk about you like platforms like this. But yeah, you're a public figure now. So it is what it is. There's like certain blogs that talk about us.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is
Oh,
what
I
it
have
is.
been called everything but a child of God. I no longer care. It's like, okay. And also, it's so interesting how they know more about our lives than us. Like Nene said, you would think they was in the chair with me.
But yeah, we've come to our time, y'all. That was this week's Hot Topics. I will see you sooner than the next time someone charges at Dave Chapelle on stage.
And I will see you sooner than Cardi should see the comment section.
There you have it. Bye.